Hey everybody, it's Callum and welcome back to more Let's Play Link's Awakening. In the last episode, we got the rest of the secret seashells, all but one of the figurines that we need to collect, because you can only collect all of them except for one until after the game is complete. And because we got all 50 secret seashells, we actually got a map stone thing for Dampe, or chamber stone, that's what it is. But for 40 seashells, we got the Coholent Sword, which allows us to shoot sword beams at full health. That's pretty much what we did. But now, it's time. I think. What? And upon playing Ballad of the Windfish, we crack open the egg. The time has come. The Windfish awaits. Enter the egg. Welcome to Windfish's Egg, the final dungeon in all of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Now, we're going to walk forward, obviously. And you're probably wondering what the hell this is. This is a dungeon where you have to follow specific directions. And if you remember, we were given this little bit of information. So, for this, we are going to need to go right, right, up, right, right, up, left, up. That's my one, but I believe it is completely randomized. Also, some interesting screenshots. So I believe we start this by just going up. And from there we go right. Right again. Up. Right 2 more times. Up. Left. And up. There we go. That's the entire dungeon. There's no map for it. That was it. We were born of nightmares. To take over this world, we made the Windfish sleep endlessly. If the Windfish doesn't wake up, this island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place. But you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You could never defeat us. Let's rumble. This is Nightmare. Pretty much the incarnation of all that is plaguing this land. Firstly, ow. This boss is going to take the form of a Zol, which we... I should hit it when it gets to the floor. Like that, there we go. Which we're just going to throw magic powder on just to defeat this first form. And yes, I said form, because there are many. The second form is Aghanim. You just fight it the same way you would fight Aghanim in Link to the Past, which is to... Ow. Play tennis with him, but don't play tennis with the parts that don't... Yeah, play tennis with the big balls, not with the 4 balls. I don't know what I'm saying. I hit that. Okay. 4 balls, dodge out of the way. But yeah, just the same as it would be in A Link to the Past. Spoilers for that game, I guess. I think you can do something with those. Ow. Just don't really know. You dodged that one. That's not fair. Ow. I'm losing a lot of hearts just from accidentally being hit. Oh, can I shield those maybe? Oh, I had to be a bit closer. That's fine. The next form is Moldorm. Just when you thought we couldn't have beaten this guy up enough, they give him another chance to be beaten up in the form of the final boss. Not like he's the easiest boss to place in Dampage levels all the time, or anything. Next is Ganon. For this Ganon phase, we are going to need... nothing, actually. I'm going to prepare for the next phase, though, which we'll just need the hookshot. But for this phase, all we need to do... Ow. Is, I believe, avoid these fire keys. And then Pegasus boots into him while he's vulnerable. Well-placed spin attacks apparently also work, but I can't confirm. That was entirely my fault then. Okay, I'm getting super low. Ideally, you want to wait until he has thrown it, and then you can Pegasus Boot Dash into him. But it doesn't quite matter as much. It just means you'll take like a hard damage or something. Or die. That works too. I've got a fairy, thankfully. Or did that use... Oh, that used the... That used the cream. Okay, well I have another chance at life after this. This isn't a particularly hard fight, I'm just kind of being a bit ballsy, which is understandable when you literally have 2 heals from death. The next phase is Lanmola. All you need to beat it is... to apparently hit it once with the boomerang. Not with the boomerang, with the hook shot. It ain't working, Chief. Is it different in this version or something? So I'm kinda looking at a reference for the original. Something tells me this ain't right. Okay, the general consensus online is to use the magic rod instead. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It says you could use the hook shot, but that must have been in the original and not this game. That makes some sense, I guess. Hit it with a couple magic blasts and prepare for the last phase. We're gonna get the bow out. Alternatively, you could have the boomerang at this point. But here we have Deathel. We're gonna have to jump over its arms with the Roc's Feather and shoot it in the eye. Like I said, not particularly the hardest of fights, and yeah, this is the last form. Potentially the true form of the Nightmare. That is, if the original spherical shape of it is not the true form. That was a terrible shot on my part. And I believe just one more. Nope, maybe one more? Maybe one more. Come on. Die already. Or Deathel already. There we go. This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Our world. Link, you have beaten all of the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. Young lad, I mean, Link, the hero. You have defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. As part of the Windfish's spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day, the nightmares entered, and the dream began wreaking havoc. Then you, Link, came to rescue the island. I have always trusted in your courage. I knew that you could turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Link. My work is done. The Windfish will wake soon. Goodbye.
I am the Windfish. Long has been my slumber.
I hate to be that guy, but you're a whale, clearly? That's not a fish. It's a mammal. Okay.
In my dreams, an egg appeared. It was surrounded by an island with people, animals, an entire world. But, verily, it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday, thou may recall this island. That memory makes the dream world real. Come, Link.
Hey, how it's meant to be kept, anyway.
Let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the Song of Awakening.
Every inch of the island is fading away. No, Taran finally found his mushroom. But every inch of the island is fading away. Everyone we met, every creature we've had to fight, everything. It's all gone. Just as the prophecy foretold. And there we have it. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening HD for the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, a really good, quite faithful reimagining of the original game. It added a lot that needed to be added, it took away some of the gripes that I had with the original, which was mainly the item switching and stuff being relegated to 2 buttons only. I did have some problems with this version. First of all, controlling a game like this with the analog stick only, it's a bit odd. It leads to a couple of instances where, sure, Pegasus dashing with the analog stick is interesting to say the least, and you can slide across the map and it's not in a grid-like format. But when you need to do things like diagonally, or, you know, you just need a little bit more precision movement, using the analog stick isn't the greatest, and you're probably thinking diagonal is probably easier on an analog stick. It really isn't, because, I don't know, it's just like it's pinpoint accurate for an analog stick for some reason in this game. If you hold just a slight bit too much upward to the right, or no, to the left or to the right, it'll face you to the right or to the left. Same with up and down. I don't know. That's just me being picky. Other than that, really, really good experience, actually. I would love to see the other handheld games done like this, like the Oracle games, for instance. I'd love to see a Minish Cap remake. Maybe not in this style for Minish Cap, but for the Oracle games, definitely. I would love to see the Oracle games reimagined in this exact same style with things fixed. And if it wasn't apparent, the game lags. A lot. The game lags a heck of a lot. But that's because literally everything is loaded in pretty much all at once. Which is ambitious, and it's more so with the times, with what game developers are promising, but it inevitably leads to a little bit of a sour experience. Other than that, I had a really fun time. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Grezzo. But that is not the end. Oh no no. I'm gonna save it into a new slot. Just in case. That is nowhere near... well, it is near the end. We have, like, one thing to do. If we start the cleared save data, we start in the Windfish's Egg before the Labyrinth of sorts. We still have the same items we last left off with. I didn't go into the Windfish's Egg holding the bow, but I came out holding the bow, because it was the last one we used against Deathel. But if we go back to Mabe Village, only after you beat the game is it possible to head back down into here and get the final figurine. Can I do this first time? I think that's going to be a no. Yep, it stopped early. Oh, but rolling it off of the... no, it rolled back on. You know in the previous episode where I was getting most of these first time? Yeah, I was actually getting pretty much all of them first time, except for an odd couple. That's not it. Oh, no. What a way to end the in the Let's Play. This is also one of the sour experiences. The physics on this goddamn crane. They're accurate, don't get me wrong. But goddamn, I hate them. I think that chain chomp is a lost cause. Oh, I wanted to exit. Another problem with analog stick using in menus and stuff. You can use the D-pad there, that's just me using the analog stick because it's what I'm kind of ingrained into using. Anyway. I'm gonna quickly reset its positioning. Alright, I'm gonna get it first time. Let's go. Let's stop it right there. Crap. Oh! Ideally, if it can roll onto the stationary platform, that'd actually help a hell of a lot. That's good, actually. That's actually super good. Holy crap. Stopped a little too early. And I think that's just gonna roll back on. Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. That looks good. Oh yeah. It just needs to stay in, which this claw has a infamously hard time staying together. Yes, we did it! First time, told you. Definitely. Definitely the first time. And I didn't end the game in crippling debt. You got a good eye and a steady hand in here. Oh, in here, that makes you a champ. Here's a lump of rock to prove it. I think it's called a chamber stone. You get a chamber stone for beating all of the... For getting every figurine, you get the chamber stone. But also a 5 rupee entrance fee, which makes this a good money grinding spot if you're good at getting the rupees. Because he'll sometimes stock like 50 rupees. Yeah, see, he's got a purple one over there and he's got a red one over there. So for 5 rupees, you can get 45 profit, or you can get 15. Not bad. And now we have the last location of the last figurine in the entirety of Mabe Village. We go to the house of Bow Wow. And we put the Bow Wow figurine down. And that's it. That's all you get. You don't get anything special for it. You just get a chamber stone and like a 5 rupee admission. Which brings me on to my next point. They really didn't add too much to the post-game. Like, sure, they added a couple more seashells and they added figurines so that you could place them around, and that did do something. It just really didn't do much. And that's kind of disappointing. And also, it annoys me that there is an empty spot here, because technically, there is an item that goes here, it's the boomerang, but the boomerang has to be traded with one of these items. There should have been a 4th bottle! Anyway. That wraps it up for The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Except for one more little tidbit. In the ending, for beating the game without dying a single time, the game offers you a different ending. How different, you might be asking? When the camera pans up to the sky during the end, you see pretty much an after image of Marin's face as a seagull flies by, implying that Marin is reincarnated as a seagull when Koholint Island fades away. That is all you get for beating the game without dying a single time. Which isn't particularly difficult, mind you. But, like, I died, what, 5 times in my entire run? Yeah, 5 times. And in my first run of the game, as you can see, 10 times. And I'm not going to do a 3rd run just to get a new ending. Anyway, with that being said, that is officially the end of Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening and all it has to offer. Thank you all for going on this journey with me, and I will see you all in the next Let's Play, whenever or whatever it may be. See you guys.